Hello everyone, Funbird, your early bird, welcome back. Tired of missing out on another sweet deal? Hit subscribe and let us help. First up, a titanium folding knife that went back to basics in the most obsessive way possible. This is the Tightener Heron, the 69th Kickstarter project from Hong Kong-based Team Tightener. The idea is simple. They got tired of folding knives becoming tactical prey bars, so they stripped all the bulk away and went hyper-focused on one thing. Cutting the blade is Austrian Bowler M390 Super Steel. It uses third-generation powder metallurgy for a super fine structure, then gets vacuum heat-treated, cryo-treated, and tempered 3 times. The result lands at 60 to 62 HRC hardness, which is honestly kind of insane for a folder. A 6-stage water grinding process gives it a thin V-shaped grind, so it basically slides through stuff instead of forcing its way. Safety comes from a precision nested liner lock. When you flip it open, the steel liner snaps into place with a satisfying click, and it locks up solid like a fixed blade. In their extreme test, they hung weights off the blade and hammered the spine. The lock did not budge. The handle is carved from a solid block of grade 5 titanium, the same stuff used in medical implants. Ergonomic flipper tab, ceramic detent ball for smooth deployment, and internal weight relief milling that shifts the balance point toward the blade. It feels like an extension of your hand instead of a paperweight. Now the fun part, their launch day special tiers knocked the price down by 46% off retail. The M390 black version is about $163 US, with only 15 units left out of 120. If you prefer the 14C28N blade, that one is about $131 with 41 left out of 50. These are gone fast. Heron is currently sitting at 1098% funded with 283 backers, which is wild for a pocket knife. If you like precision engineering that does not shout for attention, this one earned a spot in the pocket. Next up, the first smart garage built for your die-cast car collection. Yes, really, Parksible is from Hong Kong studio Funtech Lab, and it is basically an automatic parking garage for 1/64th scale model cars, think Hot Wheels and Matchbox. If you have a drawer full of little cars and no way to actually enjoy them, this solves that problem with style. Each Parksible unit is a compact display case with motorized mechanics that automatically park your cars for you. Built-in LED. Lighting highlights every single car, so your collection actually looks like a gallery instead of a shoebox. The whole thing sits behind glass for dust and damage protection, which your little plastic treasures will appreciate. The smart side is where it gets fun. A companion mobile app lets you control the garage, and the Pro version adds individual car recognition, so you get a digital twin of your physical collection right on your phone. It works offline too, so you do not need internet for basic operation. And yes, they thought about safety design for the mechanics. 2 reward tiers are live. The standard Parksible 64 goes for about $400 US with 411 units left out of 500. The Parksible PRO 64, which adds the individual car recognition feature, is about $500 with 479 units left out of 1,000. Funding is sitting at 2,890% with 619 backers already on board, so the collector community found this one real fast. If you have a bunch of little cars sitting in a box, now they can live somewhere a lot nicer. Now for something completely different, a porcelain skull bowl that glows from the inside. This is Memento Mori by Seattle-based sculptor Trevor Foster. It is his 10th Kickstarter campaign, and every single previous one has been fully funded and delivered. The central piece is a life-size skull bowl cast in ultra-pure porcelain and fired hotter than any previous edition he has made. We're talking 2,462 degrees Fahrenheit. At that temperature, the kiln burns white, and when porcelain survives that heat, its internal structure physically changes. The material gets denser, brighter, and stronger. The walls are sculpted thin enough that in the deepest carved areas, actual light passes through, porcelain that carries light from within. The skull has been completely resculpted over the last decade. Deeper cranial sutures, sharper and more accurate dentistry, rounder walls tuned specifically to transmit light. The clay is premium New Zealand kaolin, which is unforgiving stuff. It shrinks almost 17% in the kiln, so every skull has to be sculpted oversized. Over 10% of the pieces do not even survive the firing. The life-sized bowl measures about 5 inches wide, 6.5 inches long, and 4 inches tall. Satin white exterior, gloss clear interior. There is also a matching shot glass, fired the same way, designed for an espresso pull or an evening pour. On the reward side, the Kickstarter prices are the lowest these will ever be. The best single piece value is the skull bowl plus shot glass bundle at $120, which is 22% off the $155 retail. 115 units left out of 400. If you just want the bowl alone, that is $100. Every piece gets Trevor's embossed signature on the base. Currently 1,867% funded with 682 backers. 10 Kickstarters deep with a perfect delivery record. That is the kind of track record you love to see. Alright, Tech Corner. A desktop laser engraver so small it might actually fit on your desk. This is the ANYLASER X1 from a Hong Kong team. Their whole mission is to lower the barrier to laser making, so hobbyists and beginners can actually afford to try this stuff. The X1 is tuned for real everyday light engraving needs, which means it is not trying to be a giant industrial machine. It is trying to be the laser you actually use. The whole unit weighs only 430 grams. That is lighter than most water bottles. You can literally pick it up and move it around, or stash it in a drawer when you are done. It runs off USB-C, which means a standard phone charger powers it. No brick, no wall wart, no hunting for the right plug. At the heart of it is a blue-violet diode laser. It is tuned for clean, consistent engraving on the stuff people actually engrave: craft paper, solid wood plastics, 3D prints, phone cases, leather, even denim. Load your design as a JPG, SVG, PNG, or G-code file, and it just goes. Software-wise, it works with Lightburn, LUMO RBL, and any GRBL-based app, which are the most popular laser tools out there. A built-in high-speed fan sweeps away smoke and debris while you work. It ships with FDA, FCC, and CE certifications for the laser system, so the safety compliance is already handled. The super early bird deals here are legit. The standard set is $99, which is 34% off the $149 retail, and there are 193 left out of 500. The all-in-one bundle with accessories is $125, also 34% off. If you want two, the standard double pack drops to $189, 37% off. Currently 2,600, 73% funded with 988 backers. If laser engraving has been on your list but felt too expensive or too complicated, this one looks pretty approachable. Last one today, an indoor grill that promises chef-quality meats without setting off your smoke alarm. Meet the COZYTIME LUMO, which just debuted at CES 2026. This is the first AI infrared indoor grill, and the pitch is basically no more choosing between flavor, speed, and cleanliness. The team behind it comes from supply chain veterans at companies like DJI and Anker, so the manufacturing side is in experienced hands. Here is how it works. LUMO uses 4 precision reflectors that focus infrared heat directly into your food, cooking evenly from edge to center. The heating elements are side-mounted, so oil never touches the heat source. Drippings fall onto a grease tray instead of the heating tube, which is the key to being genuinely smoke-free. No filters, no fans, no workarounds. It also hits cooking temperature a fraction of a second and cooks up to 4 times faster than traditional appliances. The smart side is called AI, Kupila. Using AI, vision, and 2 built-in sensors, it recognizes over 40 types of food and picks the optimal cooking program automatically. It detects thickness, surface area, temperature, even weight. You can tell it how you like your steak, from blue rare to well done, and it dials in the heat and time itself. The companion app lets you monitor progress remotely, so you can actually leave the kitchen and hang out with your guests. For real charcoal flavor, there is a separate flavor module. Load wood pellets into it, slide it in, switch to indoor smoker mode, and the enclosed chamber circulates real smoke around your food. That brings authentic brisket-style cooking indoors without any of the mess. It also has 3 modes thanks to a system they call Triforma State Shift. Oven mode for pizza and roasts up to 446 degrees Fahrenheit, grill mode for steaks up to 518 degrees, and an open mode that splits into 2 independent heating zones so you can grill and roast at the same time. All detachable parts are dishwasher safe. On rewards, the early tier comes in about $300 US with 194 units left out of 450. Funding is sitting at 1,957% with 290 backers. For a smart kitchen appliance that looks this over-engineered, those are good numbers. That's it for today's Funbird. Leave your comment below if you like or don't like my finds. Thanks for watching and see you soon!